Hi, everybody. This is Tom with Culture Chap. So, today I wanted to talk to you about a book from my friend Alexander Dodge, the Scenic designer. An amazing book. And in the description, I'll show you where to get it. It is beautiful. Now, you may know his name. He did the set for Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. Wonderful. Anastasia on Broadway. The LA Opera piece, Ghosts of Versailles, beautiful pieces. Now, I think more scenic designers should have books out like this. It's just a tremendous resource. He's done a lot of shows, theater and opera, which have different needs, and the work is just incredible. Now, I think these kind of books should be around your theater for inspiration, not to copy. You know, I don't like the copying, that's not good. Let me show you what I mean. So let's take Hartford Stage, Twelfth Night. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It was done in a maze, a circular maze. Wonderful. The possibilities are endless. So it also had a trap in the middle to raise things up, to bring them back down. So the beginning of the show starts with the piano, goes away. Towards the end of the show, Malvolio is contained in a jail, and the jail is a weather vane that comes up in the same spot as the piano is in. Beautiful, beautiful. The idea of different levels that the actors can play in is wonderful. I know we do that when someone's sitting in a chair and someone's standing, but this is much deeper, much taller and shorter levels, and what that means for character development. Also, we trick Malvolio in this play. This is excellent. I often see Twelfth Nights where they don't know where to put the three people listening to Malvolio finding the letter. He's not supposed to see them, they're not supposed to be seen, but we as the audience need to see them. A maze? Wonderful. He can be on the top of the maze, they can be around the maze, popping their heads up when they need to. Really, really good. Now, you may not have the budget to do a maze yourself, but when you look at these photographs, you may think like, huh, this solves a lot of blocking problems that I want to solve in my piece. The way these pictures and actors are situated, I can just imagine how this show was directed. You haven't seen it yourself, there is no video, that's the kind of thing. You can just leave it to your imagination. If I was there, what would I have done with this show? The piece is an old piece by Shakespeare. You probably know it already, so you know what scenes you'd have to block in certain areas. Then you have your own show that is something unrelated, and you think, well, I can't build a maze, I don't have the budget. But I could do it with furniture. I could have like the maids come in and arrange the furniture in such a way, just for fun, because they're cleaning, where it becomes some sort of a maze. That the people, the rich people who are in this home, they don't take apart because, oh, they don't move furniture. That's funny. That's good. Creates a lot of problems. It could also be good for dramas, whatever you think. Also, I did see a show recently where the women on stage had to change a lot, and there were really no excuses for them to leave the stage. The shows I've seen before with the same script, the women were changing, but they were off stage and they were yelling, which was fine. Except when I saw an arm go into a dress and it was like, oh, and then I saw a dresser or wardrobe person, like, I get it. They're close to the entrance to get back on so they can be heard. But the way I saw it recently was they both had little dressing panels, okay, where they're on the opposite sides of the stage. And they had more costumes than usual, which went with the story. And my immediate thought was like, what if that was pushed together for a certain part of the play, where that becomes a maze? Excellent. And this all sort of transfixed in my mind, thinking about this video, like, how would a maze on stage in this show inspire others to do something similar? Maybe you just never thought of having a maze on stage, but this show inspired you. Here's another one. Same company, Hartford Stage, same director, Darko Treshnak, that directed the last one. And this is Bell, Book and Candle, which is from the 60s, a witch play. It predates Bewitched, but it's a similar sort of like, I want to date a mortal, here are the problems. So this predates Bewitched maybe about 10 years, I think. So I like Bell Book because it's mid-century. That already gives you a lot of fun things to do. But what if you're a company who wants to do it and you don't have a big budget to do this show? Because to do it mid-century, you feel, and quite rightly, that you need mid-century furniture, which is expensive. And it's not something that can be borrowed very easily for the run of your show, okay? It's not like anyone's throwing those things out anymore. They're being refurbished. They're keeping them. And, for rehearsal and then for your show, how long is their living room set gone for? 2 months? 3 months? People will really volunteer to give up their furniture. So the way Bell Book was done, they didn't have this problem, but they were very economical with their design. So you could do this same kind of set, not copy this set, be inspired by the fact that she has a sunken living room. And you think to yourself, oh, well, I have the lumber to do that, to make a sunken living room. I have a little stairwell, a little 4-foot stairwell to go up and down in. And I have enough lumber already existing that is painted different from some of the show. But as long as it's under the carpet, I can do whatever I want. I can make this a sunken living room in the same sort of way for whatever show I'm doing that's mid-century, which there are a lot of shows out there. And as you can see, there is very minimal furniture in this show. They have 1 or 2 key, really good pieces that maybe you could get your hands on. And it's versatile. The show doesn't take place just on one night. It takes place over several seasons or a season. And the furniture may change, the decoration may change, the needs of the show may change. Often this happens, you're not just doing it on one set. And the sunken living room idea gives you lots of options for whatever show you're doing that is mid-century, 1980s. Sunken living rooms are romantic no matter how you put them in whatever era, And you can get your hands on a lot of carpet and a lot of the structural pieces you need to make a sunken living room and then decorate as you see fit with sort of this cool minimalistic vibe. This picture, this design is inspirational. You're not copying, you're doing your own thing that you never would have thought of had you not had this book or access to these pictures hanging around. Some of the other pictures are so amazing. I mean, you may not want to build a giant pink elephant like the Ghost of Versailles. You may not want to have a giant proscenium like they had in Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. But the pictures, the designs are just incredible. I recommend you look at this. I recommend you get it. It's just an excellent piece of well thought out scenery for each show. And the more you look at it, you're like, this solves a lot of the problems of that show in a very nice, elegant way, or in a crowded way, or in a, everything is on this set that I need. Yes, it changes for this show that he's done, but I can see why he did it this way. That's interesting, why they placed it there. When you think of Hunchback of Notre Dame, I think a lot of people think about the street scenes, when in reality, it's mostly about the hunchback being up with the bells up in the tower. So that is the main set. It really works. Look at this book. Tell me what you think in the comments. It's a great piece. Okay, that's all for today. Alexander Dodge, wonderful book. Okay, thanks. Bye.